It's everyone's friend, it's Tyler. It's everyone's friend, it's Tyler.
Back in 2012, I voted in favor of gay marriage. My personal rationale for why I voted in favor of gay marriage was largely because I know that most people desire the pursuit of happiness and that everything that I do is going to be happiness for somebody else and vice versa. And so who am I to dictate whether or not somebody should be married of the same sex or opposite sex? And so my rationale when I voted for gay marriage was the fact that people should be as happy as possible when it comes down to that personal lifestyle. And I still believe in the ideas of gay marriage, and I have no regrets voting in favor of gay marriage back in 2012 in my state. And of course, every single year there was like a Pride Month, and back then I had no type of issues whatsoever about the whole entire case of Pride Month. And I was so, I guess you can say, incredibly naive, because many years later I have woken up and I have noticed like a lot of issues that happens every single year for this particular month. And so for this video, I'll explain why exactly I'm not necessarily a fan of Pride Month anymore. Every single year, Pride Month gives grown adults the excuse to become naked on the streets. Now, there are many Pride events that take place across the country, and basically they advertise themselves as being family friendly. But you guys saw just a minute ago, it gives people who are grown adults the chance to become as sexualized as possible without the care in the world about what kind of people would actually be there. If the events are actually meant to be adult-oriented in nature, why is it that many events advertise themselves as family-friendly? Because seeing people naked on the street is not necessarily my definition of family-friendly. What would be family-friendly is an appreciation about what gay people have contributed throughout the years, what kind of stuff that gay activists have done that was positive, things like that. Not necessarily wanting to go naked on the street in front of minors and actually potentially damage them or scar them for life. My second major issue is the fact that it gives corporations a way to capitalize this whole entire event, largely because on one hand, you have the same corporations that have the gay flag for many Western countries, but on the flip side, you have no sort of gay flag whatsoever when it comes down to Middle Eastern accounts. So on one hand, they're basically saying, well, you see, we actually care about you Western gays, but the gays in the Middle East, sorry guys, we cannot necessarily have any type of position whatsoever, because you see, if we actually put out the gay flag, we'll lose business in the Middle East. It's like a form of virtue signaling, because on one hand, you support gay rights, but on the other hand, you don't.
Teenagers deliberately making marks and scratch marks with their Lime scooters, just all around.
Several witnesses confronted the group and called police.
We're not going to sit by as we watch people deliberately commit a hate crime, right in the middle of downtown.
After looking at security footage, officers arrested 3 teenagers. 2 are minors, and 1 is 19-year-old Ruslan Turco.
You are charged with 1 count malicious mischief.
Turco had his first appearance in court this afternoon. The judge released him under the condition he doesn't go near the crosswalk or the other teenagers. Prosecutors, though, had asked the judge to set a $15,000 bond, since that's how much it costs to repaint the mural.
My third and final reason why I'm not necessarily, you can say, a fan of Pride Month is the fact that more or less the gay flag has become the new symbol for blasphemy. It's the new Bible. And the main reason why I say that, as you guys saw just a second ago, more or less, if you drive over the gay flag on the road, even though they painted down the road, is now a hate crime to actually drive on the road. Like, it's like the most authoritative thing you can possibly imagine. But that's not the only example where things actually get crazy too.
LA City Council members Hugo Soto Martinez and Nithya Raman were on hand today to help remove the signs. They say the no cruising and no U-turn signs were put up in the 1990s to prevent people in the gay community from meeting up with other gay people.
I was also surprised that these U-turn signs were still up. And at first, they seem a little, oh, okay, it's just a no U-turn sign. But when you learn the history of it and you realize that these were used to profile gay people, it's so important that we have these removed.
In conclusion, gay rights definitely should exist. We should acknowledge marriage. We should make sure that gay people should have the equal treatment like straight people. But at the same time, the actions that the gay lobby or gay activists have taken during this particular month, every single year, is just so sad, so pathetic, inappropriate, and often authoritative. But what do you guys think? Tell me in the comment section down below. And as always, I'll see you guys next video.
It's everyone's friend, it's Tyler. It's everyone's friend, it's Tyler. It's everyone's friend, it's Tyler.